Hey, welcome to Second Shift Review. I'm Ethan. Joining me today is my lovely wife, Ashley. Today we're doing trailer action for All Quiet on the Western Front official trailer. If you want to see the trailer with us, link in the description below. So this is the Netflix show, movie. We did a trailer action for the teaser that came out. We're both really excited.
Yeah.
Looks really good. I like World War One a whole lot, so this has me really excited. I believe it's shot mostly in German, which the main actors and everything are all German. So it kind of they've always kind of the '70s version just made them English. Well, I mean they were German, but they spoke English.
Then there's an older one.
Yeah, the one that came out in the '30s.
40s.
I think it's the '30s because it came out before World War II.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Oh.
So
that was in 40.
Yeah, it's old. They were German and spoke German and everything, but it's based on a novel and everything. But let's see if there's any more going on. I hope it gives like a good portrayal of like the gritty, bloody,
dirty
death of it all.
Yeah.
So let's watch.
Nächster.
Paul Bäumer.
Ich möchte noch nicht loslegen.
Wir sind jetzt an der Westfront.
Wieder mehr als 40.000 Tote allein in den letzten Wochen.
Es ist vorbei. Im Namen der Menschlichkeit, ich bitte Sie um den Waffenstillstand.
Vous avez 72 heures pour accepter nos conditions.
Ich werde nicht kapitulieren.
Meine Mutter wollte nicht, dass ich in den Krieg ziehe. Ich wollte ihnen zeigen, dass ich das kann.
Ach, Paul. Ja, wenn wir nach Hause kommen.
Ich vermisse meine Kameraden weg!
Schließen wir Frieden.
Es tut mir leid.
Ich habe Angst vor dem, was kommt.
Du musst jetzt tapfer sein. Für die es nicht geschafft haben.
Für uns alle.
I have to say, for Netflix, did really good. I feel
So
like
this
they
comes out
got
in like 2 days. 2 days. So this looks super good.
yeah.
Has a lot of brutal death in it, which the other movies have kind of shied away from. Because one,
I don't think it's necessarily death. I think it's how people died.
the '60s, '70s, it might have been '80s. I think it might have come out in like 1980. Anyway, the '70s, '80s version was made for TV, so they kind of like really toned down the violence and everything. And then the old '30s one, they didn't have the capability of like showing a lot of that.
I think they showed what was realistic.
I mean, it was good, but this one's like
with
really
the
good.
technology today, but the technology back then, when the first one was made, that was high technology for the time. So this one for technology today, yes, it shows not just the death, but how death occurred. It shows the brutality of war, that it's not all just this, and a lot of this generation, they had several different generations that never seen a war. And it was like the
and the war they had
war
looked
changed
back on was so different. They had different technology, different guns. The leap from guns was like muzzle loading, like Napoleonic Wars. Like mostly you could carry a sword and be okay in the war they're thinking about. And this, people are just mowed down within seconds, and they just, their brains, the way they thought just wasn't up to par with what the reality they were stepping into.
So, and it's like the Germans. I'm kind of glad how it shows the Germans too not wanting to give up, and shows that story as well, because I think that was important as well.
It is
to
rare,
establish.
Looking at this, that almost all the coverage has always ever been from like the Allies side, from Britain and France and American, and the Germans are always portrayed as the villains and everything, and because they lost, and
they really weren't. I mean,
most of the day-to-day soldiers and everything were just as much of a victim of the circumstances as the British people were.
Let's not go down World War II. That was different.
I know, yeah. They were mowed down just as much as the British were. But yeah, I'm super, super excited.
I'm excited to see this the whole, that they are not going to give up. I mean, I'm glad to see the German side of this, and some very strong portrayals of just how important this war was to Germany.
Yeah.
And not just that, but also to the Germans, and I think understanding the brutality, understanding the realisticness of this maybe helps you kind of understand a little bit of how maybe the Germans back before World War II saw everyone else through that landscape. And, I mean, the British did have bad, horrible deaths, but I know that I'm excited to see this interpretation of it, and I'm looking forward to it. I have never read the book. I've seen the movies, and I've always been very compelled to, telling the story of real human connection and human loss and just human nature, and this has it all. I feel like the cinematography is amazing. It shows some scenes that I never knew that happened with the blowtorches, that they did that. But I mean, it's filled with emotion and grittiness and just ruthlessness.
Yeah.
But yet it shows so much humanity.
Yeah.
From the eyes of, I believe this one show, but it's also showing the other side of it, the kind of the political side as well.
Yeah.
But it's not dehumanizing the Germans in any shape or form.
Yeah.
And that can easily, I feel like the second one, or I guess will be second one, kind of didn't really do that, but it kind of...
It made it real lighthearted.
Yeah.
I mean, it got a little dark, but not anywhere close to how it was.
So,
it was made for TV, so it was very, very sanitized.
And in the 30s, they kind of, I mean, I believe, I don't know, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I don't remember if they put Germans, I think they put Germans in a good light there. I think it might have been a German film.
I don't know. I can't remember on that part, but I know that the original in the 30s won Best Picture at the Oscars.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or had a lot of German.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really well done.
But I feel like that is realistic to this.
I really like the acting in this.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now, but the guy who plays in the Marvel movies is Baron Zemo. I think he's Austrian actor, but he plays in this. And he has glasses and stuff. He always does a super awesome job. The actors they have playing the top French brass that are negotiating the ceasefire, they look their part. Like they look like I believe they're trying to portray General Foch and the other leaders of the time of France, and they really look the part.
You know a lot about this time period too, and you've always loved World War One. I love World War II has made me love World War One because it made me understand the human nature, how we got to that point. So I'm kind of excited just to see the humanity.
I'm ready to watch this. This is super.
It's in 2 days.
Yeah, 2 more days. But tell us what you think in the comments. Leave a like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Now.